What's up, and welcome to another episode of Compactcast. I'm your host for today, Dan, and with me I have Jimmy.
Guys.
What up? And Brian.
Oh, what's going on, baby?
Chilling. What's going on with you guys?
Oh, nothing much, man. You know, just another work week, all that crazy bullshit with work. But, now I'm here with the boys, recording some more anime talk. So, what about you, Jimmy?
Yeah, man, just working all the time. Dan, I got you a little gift. Got a little cake pan.
Yeah, a little poo pan.
Little poo pan.
Winnie the Pooh.
You want
Poo pan sounds different.
You want it? What a great start. You wanted some of that poo butt, didn't you?
Yeah. Winnie the Pooh. Sexy man.
It's a Winnie the Pooh cake pan.
Yeah, we have to just clarify. Oh man!
Yeah.
All right, no, what a great start, boys. But
just living. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, nothing much. Getting ready for spooky season.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's October 3rd today, so spooky season is in full play. Everyone's putting up Halloween decorations. Everyone's starting to dress up, and it's going to be a good time. The older I get, the more I love Halloween.
Same.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like the fact of like, oh, it's the kind of that one time a year that you really get to dress up and no one judges you.
Nobody thinks you're a weeb.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, all right, we're going to accept it this one day. Or it's just like you get to go out into like the city or just some bars and go and drink up for the night, because that's also a lot of fun. Everyone's just in costume, and I don't know. It's just like the one day out of the year that it's like almost just play pretend.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's just, everyone's just...
I always pretend I'm not here, so that's...
But,
I feel like the older I get, the more I like Halloween and the less I like Christmas. I used to love Christmas, but now it's just like my wallet is aching every year.
Yeah, I kind of feel it on that end. You know, I got a pretty decent-sized family. You know, the wallet aches, but, you know, when you give the presents to everyone and they open them and you see the smile on their face, it's all worth it in the end. I mean, I love Christmas just for the mood and the setting, because, I mean, here in New York, it snows a decent amount.
Oh, shit ton.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it just, it feels right. Like, you know, I feel like if you were to have Christmas in California, it's like, 60 degrees or 70, whatever, during the winter time. I'm like, man, it just it wouldn't feel right. You know, Christmas,
it feels like Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Like Christmas music is the biggest thing for me.
Oh, old Christmas music, I love.
I mean, some of the new ones are bops too, but I mean, you can't. Oh no, I love that. There's like the meme where it's like after Halloween, or it's like after the 31st, and you see Thanksgiving, but Mariah Carey's like right behind it too. Like, nope. I Christmas, dude. I talk about it with one of my coworkers because he also loves Christmas music. So I'm like, oh man, 60 more days until we get to listen to the music on the radio.
Oh boy!
Technically, if you really like it that much, you could just play it all.
You can just play it right now. Yeah.
I know, I can, dude. I do a little bit of Christmas in July. You know, I'll play some Christmas.
He's driving down the road singing Jingle Bell,
Jingle Bell Rock. I'm just like, yeah.
Not even the whole song, just Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells.
Just over and over.
You okay?
I don't know the rest.
I'm like rocking back and forth in the car. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Like, oh my god.
Just in the driveway, never left.
Yeah.
Oh,
honey, are you okay? Jingle bells.
Jingle bells.
Goes to a psychiatric ward.
Oh man. Today we're going to talk about some of our favorite anime video games and maybe ones that we would like to see made. But Brian, you also had a couple topics you want to talk about?
Yeah, so I have a couple things listed here. Some of them are just personal. Like for the first one, I have that I finished Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid Season 2.
Oh, nice.
And
congratulations.
You did it. Thank you.
You did it.
12 episodes. It was
Congratulations, you won.
Wiped brow. 12 episodes. But I gotta say, man, I don't know if you guys got to watch it yet, but
Not yet.
The animation was phenomenal in this season. I mean, like, the first season looked really good too, but I believe the studio that did it was the same studio that had like that arson attack. I don't know if.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Well, it was like 2 or 3. I think it was 2 years ago. It was like an employee that worked there, and he like brought in like gasoline, and it's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
He like killed a couple people, and then the studio closed down for a while, and you know, a really, really sad incident that happened. And then I think Miss Kobayashi season 2 was the first. I could be wrong, but I think it's the first anime to come, like the studio finally like released and finished and like kind of their like comeback, and it looks incredible. Like whenever Toru has any action scenes.
Yeah, I caught a couple clips. It looked awesome.
It's really well done, really incredible. I was like, wow, for like a slice of life, it's kind of like it almost. That's the thing that I like about it. It's like, oh, hey, there's this dragon that's trying to be a maid and like learning about the human world. But there's also kind of like low key like serious backstory to it.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
You know, yeah. So Miss Kobayashi season 2, if you haven't watched it yet, or even the first season, go watch it.
I'll probably start with the first.
Yeah, it's a really good show. Like you can sit down and it's funny. It has a lot of good moments in it. But yeah, I had to point out the animation. I was like, what the hell, man? This is really good for just like a 12 episode slice of life kind of deal.
Oh, I love those where it's like it doesn't deserve, like it's not that it doesn't deserve, like you don't, like you're watching like, I feel like you shouldn't have this great animation. It has like better animation than most like high end animes do. Yeah, and you're like, this is amazing. Not even the ones that that are mainstream have animation like this.
I've seen memes where it's just like, all right, guys, listen, it's a slice of life anime. We don't have to put that much, money or time into the fight. And it's just like, nope. You see, like, just like absolutely went crazy with
masterpiece.
The fight. Yeah, masterpiece, exactly. Yeah, so I finished that. And then also, I don't know if you guys started watching it yet, but I watched the first episode of Squid Game. That new Netflix
I didn't watch
show.
it, but I've been seeing nothing but the cookies everywhere on Facebook.
I watched the first 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, so the first episode, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm just saying nothing really wild happens until like the last 15 minutes.
Okay.
And so like the beginning is kind of just setting the tone and like the backstory or like what the main character is like dealing with. And then it like gets really crazy in the last 15 minutes. And then obviously after that, the rest of the show, I've only watched the first episode, but my sister told me it's a wild ride.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah, no,
everyone that's watched it said it's amazing.
Yeah, the first episode definitely grips you. It starts off with a bang. I'm doing air quotes here, so if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's really good so far. I can't wait to watch the rest. But that's like the big talk of the town.
Yeah, definitely right now.
Just seeing memes all over the place.
Well, whenever this comes out,
I've been seeing
probably not anymore.
Yeah, I've been seeing nothing but costumes for 2021. It's just like all like the square and circle mask people. Whatever that is in the anime, I don't know what it is.
Someone was like, "Oh man, Sony's really stepping up their uniform game because it's like a triangle, square, and circle."
I honestly thought when I first saw because someone posted a picture of the envelope, and I thought it was a Sony thing. I'm like, wait, this is a show? I thought it was like something for Sony,
but there's no X.
Well, so I was like, it's just circle, square.
Cross.
It was just circle, square, and triangle. I was like, this isn't Sony. What is this?
You know what comes next.
Spoilers.
The A. Yo, bro, I didn't know there's going to be an X. Come on, man. And then, let's see. On another bullet point, I have a little bit more sadder news, but the director for the newest anime, Eden Zero, which is the new anime or manga series that the creator Fairy Tail made. So it honestly, if you look at the characters from Fairy Tail, and it's like almost basically a direct copy. I'm pretty sure Happy from Fairy Tail it's like the exact same.
My sister's husband showed me a picture because he was watching. I think he was watching it or he was reading it. And he showed me pictures of it, and literally Natsu, Happy, they're all literally the same character.
It's like, I think the main character has like a different color swap. And then the Lucy looks almost exactly the same. And then, Happy literally just looks like Happy. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I haven't read it, so, I heard it's pretty good as far as just like reading reviews online. But the unfortunate news that I was talking about is that the director for the show actually passed away. I think that it's really, really sad because the show, I think the anime just started airing not too long ago. It's only it only has a couple episodes or even just like 2 Crunchyroll posted a news article and I think he passed away on September 9th. So it was like few weeks ago and they like just announced it yesterday or 2 days ago. and it's really sad and unfortunate. He worked on a couple other animes, nothing like super big or like I would say well known, but he was like the storyboard director. But
that's sad to hear.
Yeah, unfortunately, it really sucks. Unfortunately, because now hopefully the anime just started, so you're hoping it's gonna have the same direction and all that stuff.
Right, whatever his vision was. Yeah. Hopefully they can capture that.
Capture it. Yeah. So that's some unfortunate news, but
I'm looking up Eden Zero, and one of the Google searches is Eden Zero just fairy tale?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, not really.
I'm telling you, like, are you looking at the characters?
Yes.
It's like, it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if it makes them money, they stick with it, right?
I mean, I haven't finished Fairy Tail, but the episodes I watched were amazing. I loved
Fairy Tail.
Yeah, I haven't finished it, but the episodes I watched, I loved.
Yeah, I finished Fairy Tail. I liked it.
You finished it?
Yeah. It's good. It's not amazing, but it's fun. Yeah. Definitely fun.
Well, I got the ending spoiled on me, so I don't have.
Oh, sick.
I've watched up to I think like episode 60.
Okay.
I think that's where I was. I was where like they were in the sky somewhere. I'm not gonna like say anything.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed it. I want to finish it. I do because I was really liking it. And I really liked Erza. I liked her ability that she could like change her armor to like different fighting styles or like to like protect herself in different ways.
Yeah.
I thought that was just like such a cool idea because at the time when I started watching it, I'd never really seen like that kind of creative idea before.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is so awesome. She could just change like her armor on the fly. Like,
defense, offense,
if
whatever.
someone tries to hit her from behind, she like just like makes a full plate on the back. And then even her weapons, like she's like, oh, I can get like 2 short swords or I can have 1 great sword or something like that. I'm like, what? This is awesome.
I like I like Gray. Wasn't that Natsu's
like rival?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like Gray.
He's
ice guy.
Ice, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He does ice.
Always ends up with his clothes off. Yeah.
I was gonna say every character like automatically just rips their shirts off.
I always
just him.
Him too. Though.
I always loved how like at least where I got up to, there was like she was an enemy, but then like joined him. She was like the water specialist.
Yeah.
I was like, of course you're gonna put the water specialist and like the ice specialist together.
Yeah, I mean that's not much of a spoiler. Juvia.
I was gonna say that's not really any.
Not much. I mean, if you look up Fairy Tail, you're gonna see
Juvia.
pics of them.
Yeah. I mean that's not a main story plot like spoiler.
Not really.
This is a ship, I haven't even finished the series, so I mean I don't even know if they end up together. Yeah,
it's shonen. I mean,
So I definitely have to get back to finishing that. And then actually, the last thing I had bulletin on my phone is yesterday, Hunter x Hunter came out 10 years ago. At least the 2011 version, because Hunter x Hunter also aired in like 1999, and then I don't know how far they got in that one, and then they revived it in 2011. So
I feel like once it's revived, it doesn't go any further. They did that with Berserk so many times, where they revived Berserk like 5 times.
I'm pretty sure this Hunter x Hunter, the one that came out in 2011 or started in 2011, I think is further than the 1999. Yeah,
I think
it has more. They had more material to go off of.
Yeah,
I heard the 1991 was better though. I heard a lot of people say like, "Oh, this one." Yeah, I heard.
I never heard that.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, like." This one has better graphics, but like this one was better for whatever reason.
Well, you know what it is. I think it was a little bit, being 1999 is a little bit more. I wouldn't say edgy, but a little bit more graphic.
Yeah.
That was the bloodier time.
Right? Exactly. So like, there was again, not really any spoilers, but I'll give you a warning if you want to watch Hunter x Hunter. But there's a scene when like in the early on when they're doing like like not tournament, but like the exam to get entered in. They have like all the numbers on their their chest, and Killua like just runs up to the guy and like just jabs his hand through his chest and grabs his heart.
Oh, nice.
And then in like the 1991 version, it looks a little bit more like he's got like blood all over his hand. It's dripping.
Oh, okay.
And then in the newer one, I don't remember if it had any blood on his hand or if it just was kind of like a quick. Like, oh, hey, look,
I so fast it was clean.
It's been a while since, so I don't know. I think I recall correctly, it looked a little bit more graphic. Yeah. And like you kind of like there was a hole in the guy's chest.
Oh, okay.
Like you know what I mean? It's like more like that, but nowadays you'll just see it's like blacked out.
Right.
Or just kind of like it looks like just flat red or whatever.
Yeah. That's what Dragon Ball did a lot too. If someone like Like I think when Vegeta got shot in like the chest, it was just a black hole. There wasn't anything.
Yeah, the localizations did that a lot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then when Goku got blasted with the special beam cannon in the original, it was like a full hole through his. But then when they recolored it in like the early 2000s, I think it was red. Like they put like red coloring just to block out the hole because I think that's what they cared about more. And I think even after that, it was just like black. It was like, oh, we're not going to show any sort of signs of blood. I'm like, come on, bro. You're just making the scene look really weak now compared to like how impactful it's supposed to be. Yeah. Especially in that time in Dragon Ball, you're like, holy shit, Goku like, died.
Holy shit. Okay.
But it's like it's like the manga too. Like there were a lot of scenes in like Naruto where there'd be like people thrown all over the floor, and then in the manga it would just be complete blood all over the walls, and in the show it would just be like holes in the walls, people on the ground, but in the manga blood everywhere.
They're sleeping.
They're sleeping.
Yeah, they're just knocked out. It's like Sanji. He's like smoking a cigarette in the original One Piece, and then in like the four kids, they put a lollipop instead.
Oh yeah,
that kind of censoring kind of sort of stuff.
Yeah, I had never watched that version growing up. I had never seen it. I just started watching One Piece as an adult. I had never watched the English one.
Well, it's like also like the symbols on like the people. Like Neji had that symbol, and even Ace had that symbol where like everyone thought it was something else, but they're like, oh no, we're gonna change it just to this way we don't have to explain it.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. So
in what?
In One Piece, Ace's.
Okay.
I'll just show you a picture.
Yeah.
No,
I got you.
Yeah. You know what we're saying.
Because they're like, that's just like a Buddhist symbol. Like,
that's the same in Tokyo Revengers.
Oh, is it? They did that too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we talked about that like in episode 2 where it looked like the
even
it's like, yo, what the hell? And apparently it's
a different thing.
It's actually a different thing.
But just to avoid like controversy, they just switch it to. Usually they switch it to like a cross or an X.
Yeah. I don't remember in Tokyo Revengers because I mainly just read it. Did they change it in the anime or they just left it?
I don't know. I stopped watching Tokyo Revengers after it got spoiled on me.
Oh, okay.
But I know.
Well, no, I know it's spoiler. You got such a weak spoiler that isn't it's so insignificant.
I have to point this out now. Jimmy, for some reason, is just the king of getting spoiled.
Yeah.
I mean, like he's every time we talk about a show, Jimmy's like, man, yeah, this show is so great. But I got it spoiled.
Yeah.
Wait, dude, who are you talking to?
Instagram, Instagram people spoiling them. It sucks.
I follow anime spoilers on Instagram. I don't know.
Dude, I don't know why it keeps coming
spoilers. You gotta stop spoiling things.
Yeah, he's just follow hashtag anime.
No, but I know the one you got. It's so insignificant, and
maybe I'll start watching.
It gets retconned basically immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, even like with One Piece though, they changed the symbol to a cross on its back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which looks cool though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks a lot cooler than the actual symbol.
Yeah.
But even in Naruto, they switch Neji's curse mark with an X.
Oh, okay.
So they they always switch it with either an X or a cross or something like that.
Interesting. All right, but yeah, that's all the bulletin points I had. I don't know if you guys had anything else as well, but now we can get into the main topic of this week's episode, and that is anime games.
Yeah, anime video games.
Hell yeah! What? I mean, we're weebs. We like playing video games, and then we just combine the two anime video games. Boom.
Sometimes they're good.
And then sometimes they're
Jump Force.
Yeah, I was so excited.
Oh, dude, I bought it to play with you. I was like, "Yo, you gotta come over. We'll play it together." I played. I was like, "Don't even play it."
Don't. You know what? Just turn around.
I was like, I was gonna tell you to play it when you come over, but it's garbage.
Yeah. Did they?
The graphics are fun.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I still have it. I have the hard copy, so maybe I'll put it in. But the graphics were fantastic. But it was just like, the fight styles and everything. Hard to. It's like the same repetitive thing over. I mean, like most fighting games are, but that was just horrible.
Well, one of the fighting games I have on here, Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Oh yeah, I actually played that.
Very good. Very good. That's I think it's based off of like the Marvel vs. Capcom style of what do you call it? The engine.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's based off of that, or at least the play style is based off of that. Really good. A lot of cool characters. Cool original story too.
Yeah.
With Android 21. You guys know?
And
the Martian one.
Cool design. I really thought that was a cool design.
How,
she had like her human form, but then she went like Majin.
Yeah.
Or like, not Majin, but like
pretty much Majin. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if Majin makes you like a boo because Vegeta. There's
Right,
Vegeta.
yeah.
I mean,
But yeah, she had sort of like her own. I don't know what if it actually has a species name.
There's gotta be, yeah.
I'm sure there is, but she had just like a boo,
The boo
like
thing.
the boo form.
Yeah,
And that was
boo
really
thing.
cool. And then rule 34.
Right.
Uh-oh. Yeah, but I've seen some really amazing cosplay of her, like the boo form of her.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of work too with the tail.
Like, crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, FighterZ is awesome. I was actually going to bring up FighterZ too, but I'm not the hugest fighting
Me either.
fan.
Yeah, me either.
But I don't know what it was with. I don't know if it's just because it was Dragon Ball, but I don't want to say that because the game is actually really fun and it's also
Very good, yeah.
welcoming to newcomers because if you just mash like any of the light, heavy, or like medium attacks,
Yeah, you'll get some basic
auto combos. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's very good for newcomers. It makes you feel like you have like a fighting chance at least instead of just getting your ass completely
like
whooped.
Mortal Kombat, where it's like thousands of combos that you have to remember.
Or
then you input and then it just goes and then you don't even have to be touching the controller. I don't like that style. I know that's
and then it's like Street Fighter and Tekken. You kind of have to have those frame perfect like inputs and just like, oh my god, it's almost too much for me. But at least with fighters, like I go and play with my another friend named Dan, and me and him. We'll play for like an hour or two, and it's really good. He mains like Broly and Vegeta, and I play Gohan and Kid Buu because Kid Buu is a lot of fun in that game.
Yeah.
There's a nice combo you can do with him. But yeah, dude, the pro play, like the high level play,
that's
watching at Evo, dude, it's so awesome. And then actually, when the game first came out in 2018, I'm pretty sure.
I think, yeah.
There was Evo was infamous. Evo 2018, or I think it was Evo 2018 because I think Fighters came out like in the beginning of the year, and it's when Cell comes out on the screen. They have like the animations, and Cell does like a scream to like power up. The whole crowd would also just like, ah!
Oh my god!
But like imagine thousands of people doing it, and it's like infamous. Like if you look up, Evo 2018 Dragon Ball like Cell scream. It's awesome. Like just seeing that.
Nerds.
That was like when we went to that bar for Jen's birthday that one time. Weren't they playing Z Fighters at the bar? And like me and you were watching, we were like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, me and you were watching, we were like, I'm not even gonna attempt.
Oh, one of the dudes was just way too good. He was just
juggling.
His friends were coming up to him talking, and he was just like looking away, just inputting the combos, just like, yeah, what's up, man? What's going on?
Literally just
wrecking
juggling
people, yeah.
everyone, getting perfect wins, and I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
I gotta give credit to the fighter like community or like anyone who plays fighting games like professionally or high level. You gotta have, like I said before, just frame perfect combos and
a lot of memorization too.
Exactly.
And then when they add a new character, like fuck.
Oh yeah, then it changes the whole meta.
I gotta master this.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what is this?
What do you mean balance change?
What do you mean? But yeah, no, Fighters is a great game.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then another Dragon Ball game that we're rewinding time just a little bit, but Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 2.
Oh, 2? I put 3 on there. I got 3.
I never owned 3, but I owned 2, so that's why I'm putting 2 on here.
I never played 2.
I don't think I owned any of them.
Oh, no?
No.
Ooh. Yeah. They were very good.
It's so much fun, bro.
2 was 2 because I know 3 was kind of like semi-open world. Was 2 also or no?
No. So
okay.
2 the way that 2 worked, I'm pretty positive it's Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Yeah. The way it worked was it had a map grid system where you would have your player, and then on the map it would be like Cell Juniors or like the just kind of like henchmen or minions or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And then you would take your character and then move to that spot, and then you can either land on an enemy and battle them, or they would land on you and then they get like the first attack in or something, like that little trope.
Yeah. Okay, I did play this. Yeah.
And then you had to go around the map, and then on the map you could also go to like allies. And then they would give you like the capsules, and the capsules would give you new moves that you can input, and they'd use. So you'd have like Kamehameha, and then Kamehameha times 2, and then you'd get like Kamehameha times 10, Final Flash, Big Bang Attack, and all the famous moves from
Keep
Dragon
going.
Ball.
Keep going.
Special Beam Cannon.
Sweats. 3 more. 10 more.
I'm like, what's it called? From Key and Peele, when he's like sweating.
Yeah.
It's like when she's on the computer and he's like,
Yeah.
that. But I couldn't beat it. I got up to a point where I think I went to the Boo arc, and I just cannot, for the life of me. I mean, I haven't gone back in a long time. Like I haven't tried recently, but I remember
This is kind of how Tenkaichi 3 was. So you would have a map and you could kind of fly around it and stuff. And yeah, it was.
I don't know.
Cool. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, no, that is really cool.
Yeah, and this was older too, so it was kind of ahead of its time.
Can you look up too and just make sure? Because I don't remember if there was any open world. I remember there was like a training mode, and then there was the story mode, and then obviously you can do like local co-op, like 1v1 or just local battle. Sorry, there you go. That's the right term. But I remember playing Budokai Tenkaichi 2. I think the coolest thing I remember from that game is when you would unlock the capsules to do like Super Saiyan. Like 1, 2, 3. I don't know if there was 4. I didn't get that. I don't know if I got that far. But it was cool because in order to go to the next form, you had to have like Super Saiyan 1 first. And then so like if you wanted 3, you needed to have 3, 2, and 1. And if I recall correctly, you had to just you had to get your you had like bars that showed how much power you had, like your energy. And you needed to get those bars up to like a certain amount, and then you'd get like Super Saiyan, and then the bars would slowly deteriorate. But if you kept comboing, you'd keep the energy high. And then if you could like sit there and power up, like I don't remember if it was triangle or
it was probably triangle because it was Y on Xbox.
You would just like power up the gauge, like in FighterZ. Like if you just sit there and you just fill up your meter gauge, and then you'd get to like 2, and then the meter would start dropping faster. I don't know if you want to add anything about 3, because I've never played 3, so I don't know if they did anything different.
No, just I think it was just 10 more characters. You have that open world. I can't find if Budokai Tenkaichi 2 has the open world-ish map thing or not. But I just know I played 3 a whole lot more. It was just fun, and it seemed ahead of its time. The mechanics were pretty good. They had a lot of characters you could play, and the open world thing was cool. I just remember dumping a ton of hours into that. When you're a kid, you have so much free time.
I know.
Yeah.
I used to play a lot of games as a kid, and I'm like, I don't really have time that much anymore.
Would love to. What about you, Jimmy?
No, mine's also a Dragon Ball game, Kakarot. I think I told you about that, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to play it, but don't have time.
Yeah, it's really good. It's pretty much like how you were saying. It's a story-based game, so as you're going on, it's going through the episodes. And from what I saw, they were matching it perfectly to the episodes. Like each frame was almost taken from the episode and just remastered to graphics.
Yeah. People do like this one. It seems.
I loved it.
And they added, I think in DLC they added.
Super Saiyan God. I think.
Did they go to Blue yet? No, right?
I don't think so. I think they only added when you first meet Beerus.
Yeah, it seems cool though. They have it for Switch now, so I might actually get it because then I could, play it a little easier.
Yeah.
Take it wherever.
It's fun, man. It's also like how you were saying, how when you get the transformations, but in that game you can't just find them. You have to get to the part in the show where they get those transformations. But as soon as you get them, you can now use them however you want. You can go to Super Saiyan 1 or you can go to Super Saiyan 3 right away. But as you're going, it starts depleting faster and faster, and you have to stop and charge up. So like you want to knock your opponent down real quick to charge up a little bit. But if you use like anything like the Kamehameha or like the Big Bang Attack, it'll start dropping a lot faster now because that's using your energy.
Yeah, and then I think another really cool thing that they did in Kakarot was I like the whole training mechanic they did where they were like, oh, so just like in Dragon Ball, you have to train your characters and they'll learn like new moves or level up. Because I think it's more, it kind of has a little bit of an RPG element where you level up.
Yeah, it was like side games.
Stats. Yeah, the side games you'd like eat cooked meals or eat whatever.
Fight these 2 people, and if you fight these 2 people, you get a certain amount of points to now level up like whatever you want.
And then the open world was awesome because you would fly around and get like the tokens or points.
Yep.
I don't remember what they were called.
It was like orbs or whatever.
Yeah, there you go, that orbs. And then you would use those to like either upgrade or unlock stuff. Or
I just thought it was funny when like you were flying, there'd be like enemies that can come over to you and fight you, but if you're a higher level than them, as soon as you fly through them, you just knock them right out and they go flying away.
Awesome.
I thought you were gonna say they just like run away.
Yeah.
No, you just like all you have to do is aim right at them. They won't move. If you aim right at them and hit them, they'll just go flying off.
Awesome.
Just like the show.
Yeah, and it counts as a win.
And it counts as a win.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
You get XP for it and points for it, and all you did was just fly straight into them.
Can't argue, they lost.
I remember playing the demo at Comic-Con, and if you complete the demo, they gave you a Super Saiyan hair.
Oh my god!
But it's not like actual like hair. It's like a plastic.
It's not like a wig.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
No, they just pluck someone's hair.
Whoever came in as a Super Saiyan, they put in the storage closet and take their wig, and then you don't get this back.
Oh god.
Yeah, but they give you like this little plastic part, like a plastic foam. You know, I mean, it's anybody who just finished the demo.
Okay.
But yeah,
the demo is just walk straight line.
All right, you're done. What? I just nope. Come on, let's go. Here's your hair.
Dragon Ball Kakarot.
We know what you came here for. You came for the hair. So just take it and leave. Yeah, Kakarot's awesome though. That's another really good game. Well, you have another one?
I got another Dragon Ball.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, might as well just have this episode called Dragon Ball Games.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, all right. So also, this was a Game Boy Advance one. Well, it's two of them. It's Legacy of Goku 2 and Boo's Fury. They came out in 2003 and 4, and they were just like action RPGs. So it was the same kind of thing where you had a leveling system. In both of these, you had multiple different playable characters, transformations, and everything. It was it's Game Boy Advance, so it was like a 2D, pretty much top-down kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, it was very cool. I'll pull up some pictures. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. This is thrilling for the listeners.
A lot of good games.
The Goku's Legacy, I think I might have played that actually, but the other one I don't believe I played.
It's basically the same thing, but they called it Boo's Fury. It was the third part of.
Is it not a side scroller? Or you said it's top down?
Yeah, you can move in all different directions.
There's a YouTuber I follow. He's a little. I wouldn't say he's well known. He's more of like a smaller YouTuber, but I like his commentary and stuff. But he played through the first one, and I think he's playing through the second one, and I've seen that before. I haven't played it personally, but I know what it looks like.
Very good. Yeah, the first one went through, I think, like all the way up to Frieza. Yeah, it ended up with your Frieza fight, and you went Super Saiyan, but they blue balled you a little bit. You can only go Super Saiyan in that fight, so you can, like the rest of the game.
You can.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but 2 and Boo's Fury, very good. It's basically part 2 and part 3. So 2 goes up through the Cell Saga, and then they blue ball you there because you can only go Super Saiyan 2 during that.
That's my problem with like a lot of Dragon Ball Z games now, because they do that all the time where they're like, oh, it's a new game, but you can still only go up to the Boo Saga. It's like, this game, you've been making games for years now. You can't go anywhere past the Boo Saga.
Yeah,
it's okay. They made it as DLC. Was it free DLC?
No, it was
of course. Then they're gonna do it.
I think it was like another like $30 or $40.
They put Super behind the paywall.
It was another $30 or $40, really, for the valid. Oh my god.
Yeah,
because it was more like, it was like, oh, you get more characters selection. Like, shut up! You just want my money.
Hell out of here!
You just want my money.
But yeah, those games were awesome. They had different stat builds for each of the characters too, which was cool. Different play styles, a little bit. It's an RPG, so a Game Boy Advance RPG. So the play styles for the characters were two different, but it was cool. The different stat builds made it fun. They had like equipment and stuff, and the third one.
Oh, so like if you put something on, like you put like
different stat boosts
on, you might have like better strength or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I played through those so many times. I was gonna say something I completely forgot. Drew a blank. Yeah. But,
I just looked Dan in the eyes and he was like,
I saw everything you could see from his eyes.
Yeah.
He's like,
flashbacks.
Not even here. Not a thought in my head. Yeah, that's it then. That's it for that one.
Yeah, I have another game listed, and I was talking to you, Jimmy, before we started, and a lot of anime games, at least the big popular animes like One Piece, Dragon Ball, Naruto, they're all just fighting games.
Oh yeah,
they honestly are just all fighting games. Like I was gonna do a Ninja Storm No, like just all of them, like Ninja Storm 1, 2, 3, 4.
I had Ninja Storm 4 on mine because, like I said, when I think we first started the podcast, I was saying if you don't want to watch the show, just play the game.
Yeah,
because it's literally just
it's really, dude. Ninja Storm did a really good job.
They did,
bro.
The playstyle was so much fun too.
Yeah, I was gonna say the playstyle is awesome. I like how it kind of it isn't like a side. Like a 2-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually 3D.
Yeah.
So you can like move around and like you can like warp behind people with certain jutsus and stuff.
I have a little bit of an embarrassing thing, but I'm very proud of it. I 100%ed Ninja Storm 4. I S tiered every single mission.
Nice. You put that on your resume?
Good job, man.
I'm going to. That shit took me like 2 or 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Are you just gonna hand in your resume? They're like, bro,
what is this Naruto you put on
here?
There's some guy, dude, you don't know what Naruto is? Hire this guy right now.
Just start doing
you know how long it took him?
bro, he's doing the handstand. Hire him quick.
that must have taken him at least a month.
Bro, his eyes bleeding.
Yeah.
It was difficult. I had to replay some missions like 10 times just to do it.
Oh, yeah, because in that game there was you can get S ranks, but you had to do certain things, right?
You didn't have to do anything. S rank was only you had to beat it with only 10% of your health missing.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you had like certain check marks or things that you needed to do. Like it was like make sure you do like 2 or 3 jutsus with this character and make sure you deal like a certain amount of damage, or like just those kind of things.
That was just for if you wanted those special things. Like you didn't need them. It was just if you wanted like those like golden kunai or whatever. The only thing to get S tier was just only lose 10% of your health, so you couldn't go anywhere. Like if you got hit twice, you had to restart. You couldn't get hit at all.
But you know what Ninja Storm did that I haven't. At least that I haven't played like any of the One Piece games, or I don't think Kakarot did it either. But it was like the interactive like quick time events in the cutscenes.
Oh yeah,
and then you'd earn like the stars, and if you earned enough stars, you'd get like an extra scene.
Yep.
But it just looks so good. And Ninja Storm 4 came out like 5 years ago, right? It's been a while. I remember it came out before I moved, and I moved in 2016. So it's definitely been out for like 5 or 6 years.
It's been out since February 4th, 2016.
Yeah, so even like then, like it looks awesome.
I just got it recently.
Really good.
I thought it was brand new, honestly, when I got it.
Was that the one I played at your house?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was fun, right?
Yeah, it was good.
And it was one of those things that you could just pick up and button mash.
Oh yeah,
which I did. Just fighters.
He had to pick. I forgot who he picked, but he picked like one of the most OP characters too.
Yeah. I
can't remember who he picked, but it was like one of the OP characters. So
I was like, this one looks cool.
Yeah.
And then they have like the special interactions. Like if you're playing,
if you're playing like as like Kakashi, Obito, and Rin, you'll get like a special like. Little,
exactly, I love those, bro. And then like if you're playing as Itachi and like one of the other Akatsuki members,
you'll get
there's like it's like I think one of the longest like finisher cutscenes in the game where
I'm pretty sure it's every Akatsuki member.
Yeah, literally like every Akatsuki member does like their special move, and then like at the end it's just like Itachi does like the Sharingan and just you die, you're dead.
And it's so Shisui's cool. And Itachi's are my favorite. Their tag team.
Yeah, I remember my buddy when we were he would always do that move online, and the other player would just leave because it was just that long that he's like, I'm not sitting through this. I already know.
If you want to win, all you got to do is pick like Shisui, Kid Kakashi, and Minato. You pick those 3. Those are the fastest characters, and you can just teleport like across the street.
Yeah, I always play. I love playing Minato because he's one of my favorite characters.
You can just teleport across the map.
Yeah, because he's like he does the teleporting jutsu. Yep. He's like you're like. That's one of the other cool things though with him is that you can put the kunai like on certain part of the map or like right behind. No, you know what it is? You can tag him. Yeah. You know how he has like the tag, and then so if you get close to him, I think it's like one of the grappling moves, or you press B and you like tag him, and then at any point in the match you could like just press it again, and you'll go boom like right up to them and do like the flying Raijin. Yeah, like too when he did the Obito.
Yeah,
and it's like it's so badass.
Did you know about the secret in that game?
Not sure.
What's Minato's wife's name? It's Kushina, right?
Ooh, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I know who you're talking about.
I thought Dan was going to give me some.
I got you.
Dan leaned over like, I don't know. It's like, come on, man.
Great question.
Yeah, but I don't know about the secret in the game.
It's Kushina, yeah.
Kushina.
So,
okay.
So if you play as her and you use her, like I think it's called like the tomato rage or whatever.
Oh, like with the pan, like the frying pan move or something.
If you use that, she'll beat every other character except for Minato. She'll just walk up to him and slap him in the face.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah,
and
like
does she have a special interaction with Naruto as well?
Nope, she beats the shit out of him too. It's only Minato that she just like slaps in the face.
Does Sakura have a similar thing, right? Or like, does she not do anything against Sasuke?
I'm not sure.
I
don't play as her.
Okay. Useless.
I try not to play as her.
But I think I do remember that actually. My buddy showed me, and she's like, "Oh, I can't." And she like the hearts come out. And
she
just gives like a little
across.
slap. But yeah, normally she just bang like the frying pan, like ah. Yeah, Ninja Storm, another fantastic game. Again, at the time, like they just blended the 3D, 2D like animation style. It looks so good. I think Arc Systems. I don't know if they worked on Ninja Storm, but they did FighterZ.
Okay.
And they also worked on Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill came out with a game, I think last year or maybe 2019. Again, it's a fighting game, but think of Dragon Ball FighterZ, but Kill la Kill.
Really?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
It looks. I don't know if it looks as polished as FighterZ, but it definitely is a lot of fun.
Probably not as much budget because I'd imagine the demand was not there nearly as much.
I mean, you gotta imagine Kill la Kill came out in 2014 and they released a game 6 years later.
People shit on it now.
Which one's Kill la Kill? I always forget.
It's by Studio Trigger, the Riku Matoi. She has the scissor blade. Her clothes like transform and it gets a little more
I always get confused with Kill la Kill and Kame.
Kame ga Kill.
Yeah, I always get confused with those two.
That is what I was thinking of actually. Yeah. Okay, so Kill la Kill. No, that's the one that is that kind of like shits on the stereotypes of shits on the anime tropes.
I've never watched it though. I heard it's good though.
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes. I don't know why I stopped watching at the time. I think I just fell off randomly, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, no, the game was a lot of fun. Again, it had like the story mode and it again Arc Works, I believe is the studio name.
Mm-hmm.
I could be getting that wrong, but I just know they just kind of found the right like just amount of 3D, 2D animation to make it just look really good. Again, like if anybody's played FighterZ, you know what I'm talking about. Like the special cutscene animations when like you finish off like Gohan versus Cell, you get like special intros or whatever. It looks so good. And again, same thing with Kill la Kill. It looks really good. Again, I don't know if it looks as good as Dragon Ball because it doesn't have as much as a budget, like you said. But
is it the same play style?
Well, yeah,
same kind of mechanics.
It's a fighting game, just like
same kind of like
it's like the it's not actually 2D. It's not 2D like side scrolling sort of. It's actually you can like move around. Almost like Ninja Storm. You kind of have like the 3D, but it has the same sort of cutscene. Sort of like if you finish off like a certain character, you'll get like a special cutscene sort of thing. Yeah, it's like that.
That sounds cool.
It looks really good. And then also a game that's coming out soon. It hasn't come out yet as of this recording, but I think it comes out on the 15th, and that is the Demon Slayer game.
Oh, yeah, they are making a game. I want to get it.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Artworks didn't work on this one. I think it's a different studio, but
is it just a story-based game?
No, well, I mean, yes. And
well, I mean, obviously story-based, but I mean, it's not like a fighting game, right?
No, it is a fighting game. It is
a fighting game.
And
okay.
It plays more or less like Ninja Storm.
Okay.
Where you have, I don't think you can swap characters.
In Ninja Storm?
No, in Demon Slayer. Okay. Like, in Naruto, you can switch between characters.
Okay.
I don't know.
You think they might just be like support, like if you use a special?
Yeah, they're just assists instead. Okay. I could be wrong because the game hasn't come out and I haven't really looked into it too much. But I just know watching the trailers, the animation looks so awesome.
Yeah, no, I want to get
it. It looks so clean. I don't know if I'll pick it up right away. I might wait for it to go on sale, or maybe for them to like fix bugs and stuff first, and all that kind of.
I usually wait like a month or two to buy a game.
Exactly, especially because I'm sure it'll go on sale like maybe $10-$20 for.
I wait like
I usually
3 years or so
honestly,
to get a game. I'm playing God of War 2018.
I usually wait until Black Friday. Usually,
yeah.
If I can hold off that long, I'll wait until because usually they drop about like 50%.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens with games a lot nowadays, is except for Switch games because Nintendo. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because they do like the little chips. I don't know if those ever like lose value.
No,
I don't know.
no, it's just that's
it's
just what
just
they want to
Nintendo?
do. Yeah,
But Nintendo barely
Gives
never
sales.
drops their price.
sometimes $10,
Yeah, like
and then it goes
on
back up
sale.
anyway. Yeah,
But you know,
They raise
most
it.
PlayStation, Xbox, and PC games will go on sale like 2 months after they come out. So I kind of been like learning to wait, unless if I really want the game, like if it's a big AAA title, like the next God of War, I'm gonna get it day one.
yeah.
But again,
Dan's here, like I haven't even.
I'll finish it by then. Yeah,
but yeah, the Demon Slayer game is gonna have the whole first season and the Mugen Train arc
okay, cool.
in it, and then that's where it stops. That's where it's gonna stop. So I don't know how many hours of gameplay it's gonna have, like story wise, but I'm assuming it's gonna be like a big. I don't know if it's going to be esports because Naruto Ninja Storm wasn't like esports because it doesn't have like those frame perfect moment kind of things. That's like the big type deal breaker. So I think Demon Slayer is going to be like a nice like you play with a friend and
They do that a lot with anime in general. That's why like I usually don't jump into those games where it's like
competition
it's
games.
no like the like this kind of game and like Ninja Storm 2 or like let's say earlier ones where it's like it's this part of the story, and then you have some fighting. Because usually they're like 7s, they're like okay. But I mean, Ninja Storm 4 is good, very good.
Yeah,
but usually,
good.
like they do that a lot. Like they made plenty of One Piece games, and like
I've never seen a One Piece game, honestly.
they
Really? They came out. They came out with one. I think 2 years ago. And what's cool about the One Piece game is again, it's not. How do I explain? It's not like a fighting game in the sense where you have like one character versus one character sort of deal. I think the One Piece game, I'm talking about the one that's like newer that came out 2 years ago. I don't know if older One Piece games are like.
I didn't even know they came out with one 2 years ago.
But this one is more like open world. Like you can run around and. Have you ever played like Dynasty Warriors?
Oh, I love Dynasty.
Like when you
I hate it.
You hate it?
Yeah,
I love
the horde mode stuff. I like it for. Like, if there's a horde mode moment
it's just so
in a game, I love it. But
it's just so satisfying racking up all those points.
I can't do it over and over.
Like Gundam, they had a Gundam Dynasty.
Yeah.
My friend played that. Cool. It's so cool. And you can do like the different Gundams and have like different weapons and stuff. Yeah. But if you've ever played any Dynasty Warrior game, or if you don't know what a Dynasty Warrior game is, it's basically you press one button, you kill like 100 guys.
Yeah, it's a horde mode battle thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
there's some story in it, Dan.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the One Piece game isn't on that level where there's that many characters, but it's like that sense where you beat up like 10 guys. Well, I mean, and it's a lot of fun. Like you just use button mash. Yeah. And you're like, this is awesome.
I mean, that's how it is. Like I'm reading the manga right now, and it seems like that's how One Piece is in general.
A lot of the time, it ends up like that.
They fight like 1,000 people with just like 2 people.
Right. Yeah. It's like just their little crew against a city, basically. Yeah.
Like,
so it makes sense.
Like I got to the part where they fought at Whiskey Peak, and Zoro by himself fought like the 100 bounty hunters by himself.
Badass.
I love Zoro.
Actually, correction, it came out last year.
Oh, okay.
It's called One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. So again, it seems like it's like the whole Naruto thing where they have like 1, 2, 3, and they just do a certain amount of story. But I'm trying to show some of the images here.
Is it for all stations, like all consoles, or is it just for like one?
I think I don't know if it's a PS4 exclusive. I think it's for Xbox and PS4.
Yeah, I don't think
maybe
it's
Switch.
exclusive.
Usually they're not exclusive.
Okay, because that's why I never heard of it because I didn't even know they came out with a game.
But yeah, here's a perfect screenshot. You see what I mean? Like there's a bunch of enemies on the screen, and it's kind of like that Dynasty Warrior looking thing where.
Oh yeah, kind of is. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's sort of like that where there's just a whole bunch of enemies, and you just swap between Luffy, Nami, Zoro, and you just do like an ultimate move, and there goes like the whole battlefield in one swipe.
I think I'm just a sucker for RPGs. I would love to play a One Piece game once it's eventually finished and play a long ass RPG from it. But I don't know when that's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna be alive.
Yeah, Ninja Storm, Naruto Ninja Storm before 4. I think they did like a collection, like 1, 2, and 3 in one game.
That's what I got. Yeah.
So you kind of like that, right? You'd rather have just all the games, just like in one. You're like, all right, I play this all in one shot. Like the Kingdom Hearts did like 1.5, 2.5, and they just put all of like the games in one disc, and so you can just play all of them through if you want. Obviously, Kingdom Hearts is way longer, but I know Ninja Storm.
I liked it.
Yeah.
A lot of people
You're
don't.
hurting me here. I love King.
I didn't finish 3.
Okay,
but
don't get me wrong. I like the game. I just don't like the gameplay.
understandable.
Like, I'll watch. I like to watch people play it. I myself don't like to play it.
1 is very hard to go back to. 2 was fun. 2 was a whole lot of fun.
I started playing 3. I did not like it.
3 now feels dated. It feels like it should have came out in 2009.
That's what I'm saying. Like, for a game that they're like, oh, it's releasing this year. I'm like, this. You could have released this with like 1 or 2.
PS3, they could have released it. Yeah, they for sure.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't put Kingdom Hearts 3 as my favorite. That definitely goes to 2. 2 is
two was good. Did you ever play 358 over 2 days?
No.
That
was that the
DS.
Is the DS?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right. No, that's the Game Boy.
No, it was DS.
Is DS? Okay.
Yeah. Chain of Memories was Game Boy Advance.
Okay. Yeah. So they had the DS. Birth by Sleep was PSP, which I never owned a PSP. I really.
Yeah, I just did it on the computer.
I played it on.
What?
I played that one on the. I think it was a 2.5 or 2.8. I think it's 2.5.
Yeah.
And Birth by Sleep was awesome because you have to play through the game 3 times because you play as Ventus, Aqua, and Terra. But each of them have kind of like Ventus is like an in between. Like he's like has the strength and magic like at the normal level.
Yeah, balanced.
And then Aqua is more magic, and then Terra is more physical. Yeah. So you kind of have to, and they have like their own special moves and all that stuff.
I never got through it. I know the whole story though, so I was like, yeah, all right.
But yeah, 2 is my favorite, and then 3. The only thing I didn't like about 3
I didn't finish it. I'm gonna go back to it eventually. I got 10 hours in, I think.
It's too spammy with the weapon. Like when you get the Keyblade and the Keyblade transforms,
all you have to do is juggle people,
and you just basically mash triangle. Which, I mean, again, don't get me wrong. In Kingdom Hearts 2, there's a lot of sequences where you just mash triangle as well.
Yeah.
But when you went to Valor form and Wisdom form and Master form, like those were like you felt like so powerful. Especially once you got like Master, you were just like swinging the Keyblade.
It feels like that all the time in 3, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I felt like I was super strong, but also Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't come out with a proud mode, which is like the hard mode, where it's like,
did it?
Yeah, no. That's what people complained about, and they were like, "Where's proud mode, or where's like the hardest difficulty?"
Yeah.
And then they actually obviously it was like a free update, but they came out with it like several months later. It was like it took a little while for them to do it for I don't know what reason, but I haven't played the game through again. Maybe I'll play through it again on that difficulty.
I gotta finish it the first time. Because I do like the story and everything, and I gotta get the rest of it, because I'm invested in the whole rest of the series. But the combat, it feels like it feels like you're in master mode the whole time, and it's very flashy. And did you play Dream Drop Distance?
I did.
Okay, it reminds me of like they took some elements of that, but then like made it too easy.
Yeah, I like Dream Drop Distance. I like the combination you do with like the
flow motion or whatever. Oh,
the flow motion was fun too.
Yeah.
Were they dreamy? The pets you get?
I think.
Yeah, you can do like certain combinations. Like if you did like the bat and the little like puppy looking one, then it would do like you get like a certain boost. But then if you did 2 of the puppies, because I think you could have 2 pets equipped at the same time. If you had 2 of like the puppy looking ones, then it would be like it would become like really huge and you'd bounce around.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So it was really cool, the combinations in Dream Drop Distance. I like that. But what I didn't like, so originally I got it on the 3DS because that's what it came out for. I did not like playing it on the 3DS.
Really?
I don't know why. I just don't. Because again, I wasn't really. I was playing Kingdom Hearts on like PlayStation 2 or with a controller, and just playing it on the DS felt weird. And then you had to use the stylus at some points.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
But then once 2.8, was it 2.5 or 2.8? Whichever, like
it came with it.
Yeah. And then it was able to play on PS4. I was like, oh, this is so much fun.
I was impressed with
I played the whole thing in like a week or 2.
I was impressed with how it looked on the 3DS though. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah, no, it looked really good, and it just looks even better on PS4.
And I love how it got to. I'm not going to spoil. I don't know if anyone actually cares, but I'm not going to spoil it anyway. You get to the one point, and Xemnas is just giving Xemnas/Ansem, whatever, is just dumping exposition to explain the story thus far, because it seemed like the creator finally kind of figured out, like, all right, this is where I'm going with it. So he just dumped exposition.
Was this near the end?
Yeah.
Right, where they're on like the seats,
Or like the bridge
council room
kind of area.
Okay.
And he just dumped everything. He's like, this is the story of Kingdom Hearts. And it's like, oh, okay, sick. I don't actually know until now.
This confusing ass story finally makes sense.
As you know, and he explains the whole story. It's like, okay, just taking notes, like, all right, sick. All right, cool.
This is why it's like
this is okay. Now it makes sense.
They have a quiz at the end. Did you listen?
It's like the scene from SpongeBob. Write that down. Yeah. He's like just drawing a picture.
Yeah, because like previous games, it felt like almost like he was just kind of just
winging it,
basically. Yeah, like especially 1 and 2. If you just played 1 and 2, it was like, these are related, right? Like there were definitely parts that tied together, but you felt like you were missing something, and you had to play like Chain of Memories. You had to play 358 over 2 days, and then you kind of got a bigger picture. There was a lot of that though, where it's like you got to jump into different platforms to get the full picture.
Yeah, that's
or check the wiki.
That's like the
or just the Wikipedia.
That's like the killer, man. I remember playing again, like I played 1 and 2. And then I didn't know there was anything after that because I was like, oh, nothing came out for PlayStation.
Right.
And then I remember my buddy's like, oh, did you play Birth by Sleep? And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you mean? And then, it was like Birth by Sleep was PSP. And then 365 and a half days was Game Boy DS, I'm sorry. And then, this one was for the event. There's just like, why are you switching?
365 and a half days? 358 over 2.
358.
Oh. Yeah, I was like, I said it so many times.
I don't know that math.
Yeah, I can't do that math, but
that just goes to show how much I played that game.
Yeah, 0 times.
I never played it.
Yeah, it was good though. It ripped your heart out.
I watched
65 5 days a week.
Now, what's awesome about the 2.5 collection, it comes with all the cutscenes. So I watched the game 358 over 2.
Yeah,
I watched all the cutscenes, and it's pretty sad.
Yeah,
it definitely like the end of the year, like
the last boss fight has the piano for it, just slaps the boss theme because it's a medley of basically I think it's every Kingdom Hearts song up until then. Okay. And it slaps. Yeah.
Anytime piano comes in, it slaps.
Yeah. Oh,
piano,
they get their soundtrack. Oh,
when you hear piano, you're like, something's not gonna be good. Something bad is gonna happen.
They use it for everything in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, do they?
Why do you think they use the piano theme when you were talking to Cynthia Pokemon?
Right.
Because you were about to get booked.
Yeah.
Cynthia just sort of like a level 100 guard chomp at 14-year-old kids. Like, good luck, kid.
Oh, and you know what? Perfect transition. Speaking of Pokemon, we mentioned it a little bit in our Pokemon episode, but the new game that's coming out, Pokemon Arceus, I'm really excited for. It looks really good. Very like I feel like it's a true open world 3D Pokemon game. Although it's not where I would want it to be. What I'm looking more for is almost I think there's like certain communities online that have like made modded games, but I want like an MMO. So not like an MMO, but like an open world. Like you see other real players going around.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. You could challenge them if you want.
Yeah, exactly like you can walk up to them like, hey, let's battle, and then other people could like watch you battle.
It should be like that for online mode, but Nintendo will never give you what you want. But that'd be cool. Like you can choose to go online, and then when you're in the open world, you get players from around the world
and then
on the map or your region.
Yeah, and then it'd be cool that like you could opt in to be next. Like, oh, I want to face winner. And like, kind of have like a line, like you're putting the quarter on the arcade, like right. I'm next.
Right.
But I just think that would be like such a cool scene in like an online community where like you see like, oh dude, these two people are battling here. Let's travel here. And you just see like hundreds of trainers like watching this one battle. Or maybe even like you have to go into a stadium and then you have like your own seat or whatever. Yeah. And then obviously, like the camera.
It'd be great for Twitch too. Just walking around the open world and challenging people in your region or whatever.
And you host like a tournament. Yeah. Like, oh, let's do like a Twitch tournament.
Oh, it'd be cool.
Dude, I just think they need to make an online open world Pokemon with the graphics or better of Pokemon Arceus.
They'll never give you what you want.
I don't know if it'll ever happen, but dude, that would be a game I would love to be made.
You'll have all the winners going GG, easy peasy.
Yeah, right.
yeah. Like you see, like the text bubbles, like, oh, easy, bro. Come on, man. I lost all my money. So I'm like, bet on you.
GG, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Get wrecked, kid.
You lost.
Pokemon will never give you what you want.
You just see a bunch of like at dollar sign hashtag like just curse words. They like automatically filter it out. Like it's like someone's cursing and raging.
No, next Pokemon game they'll go. You asked for it. We gave you what you want. We took out battles, and it's like what?
What do we do? You just walk around now.
Ah, fuck. I guess I'll buy it.
You just look at Pokemon.
Pokemon stat.
It's the Pokemon stuff. You just take pictures of Pokemon.
But no, you don't even get to take pictures. You just look at them.
Respectfully.
Can I touch them? No.
I'm looking respectfully.
Can I pet them? No.
Jimmy, you had a game idea actually that you would really like for them to do.
Yeah, it's a My Hero game. So I know they have My Hero games, but I want an RPG My Hero game where you can create your own character, and then you get your parents, and you can pick what quirk your parents have, and then depending on the quirk that you pick for them, it will combine to make a quirk for you.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And then whatever your character looks like they'll have your parents look like whatever you are. But then after you do that, you can either choose if you want to be a villain or a hero, and the main story will be going on in the background while you're doing like little side stuff that doesn't really influence the main story, but like the main story influences whatever you're doing, kinda.
Yeah, that would be cool to have two different playthroughs of like, all right, I'm going the villain route or I'm going the hero route. That would be cool.
Yeah, and then like
two different endings.
Like have certain parts where it like meets up in the story where like you're still just a side character away from everything, but like you're helping the villains if you're a villain, or you're helping like the good guys if you're a good guy.
That reminds me of part of one of my favorite games, Fire Emblem Three Houses, where there's a turning point in one of the playthroughs where is it all the playthrough? I don't remember, but there's a turning point in the playthrough where you can choose to help a character or not, and that puts you on a different path.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of like Fallout, where if you choose, you can get like good karma or bad karma, and it'll like make it harder for you to do different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I want a game like that where it's just RPG, and then as you're going on, as you're leveling up, you can like make your own ultimate moves, kind of where you can increase certain aspects of your quirk.
Yeah, so like the skill path, kind of.
Yeah. So like you
skill
can have
tree.
like a half and half. So like if you want, like you can have your parent have like some sort of flying ability, and your other parent have like a fire ability. You can get like kind of like a half and half power of both of them.
Oh, okay. It kind of reminds me of Infamous. Anybody play Infamous?
I didn't play Infamous.
I might know about it.
So they have like the good karma, bad karma. So it's sort of like that, where your actions in the game determine like the ending. So it would be really cool to have like a good ending, bad ending, and then like a neutral, where you're kind of like almost like an anti-hero, where you want to save people, but you don't care how it's done. You're kind of like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna destroy like half the city, but hey, I beat the villain, so whatever.
Yeah,
I mean they do that anyways in the show, but
I've always wanted a game like that, and ever since like My Hero came out, I'm like, that'd be an awesome game, just an RPG of like you do whatever
Create
you
your
want
own
to
character,
do.
kinda,
Get your own superpowers. You can make your own costume, make your own like super moves, kinda, and you influence the story, kinda, where you're in the background. You're just a background character of like the villains or the good guys. Like you're just a side character helping them out.
That'd be cool. Yeah, like there could be a mission where if you're going like the villain route, you like infiltrate into like a base or like try to find out plans, and then you can like foil them, and then the story of the game would like change. Like if you pass the mission successfully, then you're like, oh, like this villain was stolen, or if you failed, it'd be like, oh, we found this villain, or maybe you got captured, and then you would have to like escape, or maybe I don't, I totally get what you're saying. Like,
and like
it could be really cool.
Like I want it to be like open world too, where as you're walking, like a crime can happen, and you can get help with the crime. Like you can join in, and, like fight off the heroes, or you can, if you're choosing the hero side, you could stop the crime or try helping the heroes like yourself.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I like that. Is there any anime that you'd like it to be into a game, or maybe there's a game of it already that you want a different like genre of?
I guess not really like an anime game in particular, but Pokemon.
Okay.
They did, well, speaking of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I would like one in that style, a Pokemon game in that style. I don't know if you guys ever played Fire Emblem Three Houses, but
I'm very familiar.
Yeah, it's a strategy game. They did a Pokemon strategy game on the DS. I didn't play through it. I looked at it. It didn't look quite like what I wanted. I would want more so like you do specific stat builds, like in Fire Emblem Three Houses, it would be different classes. But for this, I guess it would be more stat spreads, like how you do in competitive Pokemon gameplay, like different stat spreads and
oh
moves
yeah,
and
where
whatnot.
like, you would breed your Pokemon to get like that. What was that one?
IVs,
yeah.
IVs, the EV spread for like different stats.
Yeah.
Go different routes, different move pools, different strategies, different map placements and all that. But yeah, nice like in-depth Switch Pokemon strategy game would be what I would like.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I dig that.
Yeah.
I'm always a fan of strategy games.
Yeah, they're cool. They're fun, and you can hop in and out, which is good for me.
Yeah. Speaking of Pokemon games, does anybody remember Pokemon Rangers?
No, but
I never
I have
played it.
heard of it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was a game on the DS where, like the title implies, you're a Pokemon Ranger and you have to go around and like wrangle up like certain Pokemon. But the way that you did it, this was a game on the DS, okay? And what you had to do was when you went to go capture the Pokemon, I don't remember if you battled it first or if you just had to like
Lasso them? Did you?
No, you didn't. So what it was
Oh god,
you had to take a stylus and you had to just like make circles. And like you had sometimes like on the legendary Pokemon, you had to do it so fucking fast that you're like, dude, I felt like I felt like I was gonna break my DS.
I would say you just have a whole perfect
many
circle.
times. Like you start seeing like the wear and tear on the screen. This is like a shit ton of
Pokemon
circles.
Rangers owes me a DS.
But like you had to make the circles perfectly, and you had to follow the Pokemon around on the screen. Like
I feel like that'd be a good
circles
Wii game
around.
instead of doing it with the DS.
just
your
get,
wrist
like,
would be.
Yeah.
Your forearms would be jacked.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh.
Except for one giant forearm, one swamp.
Like Quagmire.
Yeah. What do you do with that?
Pokemon
Rangers.
Playing Pokemon Rangers. I gotta go back inside. But yeah, that's just like a quick shout out because I like Pokemon Rangers. I don't really hear people talk about it a lot. I think they made a sequel.
I think so too. Yeah, I think there were
I didn't
a couple.
play the sequel. I just played the first one. I guess the only other kind of series that I was looking into that I'd really like for them to make a open world RPG-esque type game was Hunter x Hunter. And I've looked at the other Hunter x Hunter games, and a lot of them are either platformers or turn-based, or the mobile app game. A lot of anime have mobile app games.
Oh yeah,
it's like very
Dragon Ball Legends. I played.
There's like Gacha. Like it's crazy how popular it is. But I'd really like a Hunter x Hunter. You like open. I want an open world. That's like the thing because Hunter x Hunter is them exploring the world. That's like John's thing. He's going out and exploring the world for like purposes. I'm not going to say why if no one ever watched it. But I just love to like you can create your team. Like you either have like Gon and Killua and like Kurapika, or you could have like the whole gang, or you can mix them up. Like if you want a Hisoka, like maybe you can get Hisoka on your team or whatever, and it'd be cool to just go around and level up your character, go down certain skill trees, I think what I'm really aiming for, like I said, is the open world. I'd really love to explore the world of Hunter x Hunter and just see like what it would have to offer. Yeah, I would really like a game like that in the future, but unfortunately the mangaka doesn't. I forgot his name. But he's, taking that long ass hiatus, and he just doesn't want to finish the series, and so I don't know.
Yep.
If we'll ever get a cool game like that. I hope so.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Any other games, guys?
One that I used to play a lot growing up, was Digimon World 3.
I never played Digimon, but I used to love watching Digimon.
I never played any Digimon games either. So.
It was fun. It was on the PlayStation 1. It was like a 2D art style, but like a No, it wasn't like a 3D world, but it was 3D battles. It was ridiculous. Like the Digimon digivolved into like weird ass like evolution paths. It didn't make any sense.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was just like you could start out with like an Agumon and then end up with like
chicken.
Like you could end up with like the most random Digimon as your final form, and I'm like, this is weird. I don't get how this makes sense. But yeah, it was an RPG, and it was kind of like it was an isekai basically. Like you go into I guess Digimon is kind of like an isekai anyway. But
is it a reverse isekai?
It's
the Digimons come to the real world?
It's like sword art. They're in the game. You play a character who's playing a Digimon MMORPG, but it's like Sword Art where you go into the world, you go into the digital world, but then they get trapped there, and then you have to, because of like an attack, they get trapped there, and you have to get out of the world.
The OG Sword Art Online.
Basically, yeah, it came out in like 2002. 2002 it came out.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was kind of basically Sword Art, but it was a whole lot of fun. I don't know how the game would have aged now, but I just I had a lot of fun with it at the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any other games. Yeah, no, I think we pretty much covered everything, at least for me, like all the main games. There's a couple other ones like I looked up. There's a Psycho Pass game, but it's more of a click adventure.
I think a Mob 100 game pretty cool.
Mob Psycho 100 would be. I don't know if they have a game. I could look it up, but
I was telling Jimmy, I looked up. I was like, oh, does this anime have a game? I'm like, oh, it does. I'm like, what about this one? Oh, it does. But I think
there's always like sevens. There's always like 6 or 7s of like a lot of anime, and it's like this isn't what I wanted.
I'm pretty sure Mob Psycho only has a mobile game.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Mobile Psycho.
Yeah,
Mobile Psycho.
Daniel.
I started watching it not so long ago.
Oh, it's so good.
I've been enjoying it.
It's really good. One other games that I want to touch on is Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2, which they're on sale right now on Steam for I don't know when this episode's going to come out, but it's pretty much on sale for the month of October. It seems they're like $5.99 and $7.99 for Xenoverse 1 and 2 on Steam.
Oh wow,
really good. Yeah. It's an RPG, original story.
They are making.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah, supposedly it says Crunchyroll has announced that Mob Psycho 100 Psychic Battle, an original
it's not the mobile game?
RPG mobile game based.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, so
I think it might be
turn-based?
Yeah, I think
I'll give it a shot.
Actually, I just thought of another game that hasn't come out yet, but was announced like a week or two ago. They actually are making a game for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Oh, yeah.
But
is it
it's very
what kind?
It's very.
Is it a maid game or is it like a battle game?
Yeah, I was reading more of it. And all
Copyright, Jimmy. Copyright,
Jimmy.
I was reading more to the story, and all of a sudden, an ad popped up. I was like, "Oh no!"
Don't worry, our editor will take it out, or maybe we'll leave it in, and you'll be really embarrassed.
Oh no!
Yeah, loser.
Come on, nerd, bruh. No, the Miss Kobayashi game. They revealed a screenshot, and it's just a top-down like. You ever gone to an arcade game in a movie theater, and it's just like you fly as the plane and just shoot like. A million bullets.
What is it, Galaga?
Like no, not Galaga.
It's Kobayashi's just going back and forth.
No, it's not like that. It's
fireballs.
like you'd fly like a fighter jet, but you'd pick up the upgrades, so you'd get like multi-shot.
Oh, I know. You're talking.
It's gonna play like that, and I'm like, man, really? That's it? You're gonna make a Miss Kobayashi game, but it's gonna be a top-down, just pick up upgrades, and you're just
like a runner kind of.
Well, okay, so what he's talking about is like when like you're. Like, say you're like an airplane and like things are coming at you and you're shooting them and you're destroying them and then it'll drop like orbs and it'll give you an upgrade where you'll get like double guns or triple guns.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
That's stupid.
It is.
That's why I said like you'd always see them in like the movie theater.
Yeah.
Like and you just be like, oh.
Either that or like it's a mobile phone game.
Why are they doing that? Why?
It's like what? I'm like that kind of sucks because again I'd like to explore the world of Miss Kobayashi, especially if you were to go to the Dragon World. I feel like there's so much potential there.
That's a really. Like I know you like that, but that's a really dumb game.
Yeah, no,
out of all things,
dude. I swear they didn't show the screenshot when they announced the game, so I was like, oh, dude, this will actually be pretty cool. I wonder what they're gonna do.
Themselves.
And then it's like, oh, the first screenshot of the Miss Kobayashi game. I'm like,
oh,
no. Wow, this
is final.
This is a total turn off. Yeah,
this is canon.
Is this a joke?
Is the fans a joke to you?
Yes, they are.
That's like. It's really dumb. Out of every anime game that's ever come out, it's probably like the worst one.
That's one of the worst concepts I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's like a mobile phone game, or like you said, like an arcade game. It's like that's not like a game.
But you know what the crazy part is? It's coming out for PS4 and Switch.
Wow, those graphics.
Yes,
those graphics are going to be fantastic.
Huh? Nani? Yeah.
Thank God I have an Xbox.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I won't have Xbox's name won't be tied to it.
Xbox gang rise up.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's all I got.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't got anything else. That's all.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on Xenoverse a little bit, and that's pretty much it for me. But did you guys play Xenoverse?
That's the one where you can create your own dragon character.
Yes. Yeah, different races.
I enjoyed that one so much.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people didn't like it. Yeah, I had a couple friends that didn't like it too much, and they're like, "This is kind of dumb." And I'm like, "This is great."
Yeah, they were wrong. So
Yeah, they're stupid. I agree. It was fantastic.
No, it's not everyone's type of game for sure, but I had a lot of fun with it. The create your own character was super cool.
I went Super Saiyan though.
I did a couple different ones, but yeah, usually I end up.
I think I did Boo and Super Saiyan.
Yeah, they were fun. They were fun to play. I think they called them Namajin in it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so.
But it was a lot of fun, and it's super cheap right now. If anyone wants to pick it up, they you go through the original story, but then the timeline gets messed up, and you have to correct it. Which I mean, they've done that in a bunch of different things.
I kind of like that. That was kind of fun.
Yeah. But yeah, super fun.
Can you get costumes too? Like, can you put your own make your own clothes? Like, were you able to get Saiyan Man?
The Saiyan Man costume?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think I got that because I love Saiyan Man.
Yeah,
I imagine
he's the funny. Like, he's my favorite in the whole thing.
Yeah. It was solid gameplay. It's not as good as like a FighterZ style, but it's completely different.
Oh yeah, no,
it's more in the line of like the Tenkaichi games, like the Budokai games. It's more in the vein of that. Like
that was also like a button mashing game. Like you can button mash and do fine.
Yeah.
You ever play Raging Blast?
Which one is that?
It's like a more.
Was that on the Game Boy?
No. I was able to play it. I played the demo on Xbox. So they have Raging Blast and Raging Blast 2, but it's more like that where you fly around 3D sort of deal, and that's like what Xenoverse is. Like you're flying around in 3D and you can dash towards the people.
Yeah.
I didn't play a lot of Xenoverse, and it didn't really
grab you.
It didn't grab. Yeah, exactly. It didn't just grasp me, or I'm not sure. I just
I feel that.
Like it's not bad. Like it's definitely you need to have the certain like feel for it. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna like this or I'm not. And I was like, it's okay, but it's cool. And I mean, they've been putting out DLC for Xenoverse 2 for like years. I can't believe they're still making content for it. I'm like, dude, how the hell is this going?
Yeah, the community still seems like pretty sizable for it.
And it makes me question if they're going to make Xenoverse 3.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Like once that.
Oh, yeah, once more Super comes out.
Once they finally start
or maybe afterwards.
I don't know. But I feel like they could do it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, they probably will.
The one thing I didn't like about that game was the online battles. I did not like that part of the game. Because they would just go automatic, like Super Saiyan 3 right away. And if you didn't have that, you're dead. It
was discouraging, to say the least. Yeah. I mean, fighting games online in general are discouraging.
Yeah, but like they had that thing down to a pack. Like I literally got into a game one time and I was taken out within probably 5 seconds. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just shut my Xbox off and go outside now.
Oh man, it's that bad? Yeah, I never touched any of the online battles.
Well, like Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat did the same thing where like you go into a game, especially Mortal Kombat DC, where if they played as Flash, they would just do the run off the side of the screen and like did make you like.
Mortal Kombat DC.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
They had like an expansion pack or what was it?
No, that was actual game. It was like Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Oh.
And you can be DC characters, you can be Mortal Kombat characters.
I never heard of it.
Yeah.
I thought because Injustice had Scorpion as like a character.
Yeah, no, this is
like its own thing.
This is an old game. But they had the Flash. And if you played as the Flash, you can do a move where you stun the guy by running off screen. And if people would always play the Flash, they would do that.
Oh boy!
Then they would do the move where he just runs up to you, like beats the shit out of you really fast, and they would do this run off screen again.
Yeah, because in Injustice, it has that move as well, where like you can like dash past them and they'll like spin.
Yeah,
like that's how like that. So I guess you could do that over and over. And you're like, bro, stop spamming.
It was very discouraging.
Yep, most online gameplay.
Every time I got into, I'd always get a Mortal Kombat game. I'm like, I'm gonna play online. This can't be different. And I'd play. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shut my game.
It'll be different this time.
This is why I said I'm not a big fighting game fan, because if you go play online, you're just gonna get your ass whooped, buddy.
Yep, you just don't do it.
The only thing I can kind of do is I can kind of handle my own on like Super Smash.
Oh, okay.
Like I can kind of handle my own, but Mortal Kombat, I just give up. Like,
Smash is a little more user friendly.
In Smash, they have like a point system, right? So if you win, you gain points, but if you lose points. So it's almost like a ranked system where like you're going to play with people around your level.
I don't know.
Do they? They probably do. I don't play much Smash Online. Yeah, so I want to know.
But I think I don't play that much. I play a little bit every now and then, but I don't have. Well, now I have Wi-Fi. I used to not have Wi-Fi downstairs.
Oh boy,
now I do.
You get the extended?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Would you put it in the hallway?
I put it right next to my TV, so I can be like, I finally have Wi-Fi. I don't get kicked out of any game I play now. Whenever I do.
Nice.
I used to watch TV on it. Oh, I guess I'm done watching TV for the
100,000 ping.
Oh no, it was so bad.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
Literally, no. It was nothing for-
Fun fact: there was no Wi-Fi.
I was hardwired. I was hard connected to it, and I would only have one bar.
What the fuck?
Wait, how?
I don't know.
I mean, but hardwired and Wi-Fi are
What?
like completely different.
To your router?
Yeah, like I was hard connected to my router.
Did you get a new router?
So the
No,
router
I have
wasn't
one.
getting a signal?
Oh, you got a new router. Okay.
Yeah, I got
Huh.
like a whole new everything. Now we went to a
Interesting.
different like company, and
Oh, okay.
I have my own like little modem right next to.
Oh, okay,
It's
cool.
great.
Oh, so it's in
It's-
your
Yeah, it's in my basement.
nice.
There's one upstairs and one's in my basement. So
Perfect,
like now,
okay.
if you come over, you have full Wi-Fi down in the basement.
Sick. All right. Anything else, guys?
No, man. Like I said before, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head right now. Like again, I kind of going off of a whim. And I wrote 1 or 2 games down, but that's all I got.
It's going to be one of those things. Every episode, whatever we talk about, I'm just like, fuck, I forget this every time.
Unless
I
after
know.
recording, you're like, oh.
Yep.
Turn the mic back on.
Yeah, right.
Dan,
Come back over.
press play.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's it then.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. So thanks, guys, for listening to another episode of Compact Cast. See you later.
How's it going, guys?
Peace.